Why avoidance delays healing. How stepping away from discomfort quietly keeps it alive. There are moments when avoiding something feels like protection. You do not open the message, you do not revisit the memory. You do not say what you have been thinking. The silence feels calm at first, almost like control. Nothing is escalating, nothing is uncomfortable in that exact moment. But beneath that quiet, something remains unfinished. It is not gone, only paused. Avoidance removes the immediate feeling, but it does not change the experience itself. The thought, emotion, or situation stays where it was left. It becomes something the mind returns to, often at unexpected times. Because it was not processed, it feels just as strong each time it appears. The brain does not treat it as resolved. It treats it as something still waiting. Why the mind chooses distance? The brain is designed to move away from discomfort quickly. When something feels overwhelming, stepping back lowers the intensity almost immediately. This creates a pattern where avoidance feels like the right decision. The brain learns that distance reduces tension, so it repeats it. Over time, this response becomes automatic, even when it is not helpful in the long term. The illusion of progress without change. Time passes, and it can feel like things are improving. You think about the situation less often, and it seems like it matters less. But when something reminds you of it, the same reaction returns. This reveals that nothing has actually changed beneath the surface. The feeling did not fade. It was only set aside. What feels like progress is often just distance from the original moment. How healing requires processing. Healing is not about forgetting. It is about understanding and integrating an experience. This process requires attention, not avoidance. When you stay with a thought or feeling long enough, the brain begins to organize it. The intensity slowly reduces because the experience becomes familiar. Without this process, the mind keeps reacting as if it is encountering the situation for the first time. Why discomfort is part of resolution. Discomfort is often a signal that something needs to be processed. It feels like something to escape, but it also contains the path toward resolution. When you allow yourself to experience it without immediately stepping away, the intensity begins to change. The brain learns that the feeling is manageable. This learning does not happen instantly, but it happens gradually through exposure. The pattern that avoidance creates. Avoidance rarely stays limited to one situation. It begins to expand. If one uncomfortable experience is avoided, similar situations may start to feel threatening as well. This creates a pattern where more and more experiences are filtered out. Over time, this reduces engagement with the world. Life becomes smaller, shaped by what is being avoided rather than what is being explored. Moving closer instead of further away. Changing this pattern does not mean forcing yourself into overwhelming situations. It means moving closer in small, manageable steps. Facing something gradually allows the brain to adjust without becoming overloaded. Each step reduces the intensity slightly. Over time, what once felt difficult becomes more neutral. This shift happens through repeated exposure, not through avoidance. What changes when you stop avoiding? When avoidance decreases, the mind becomes less reactive. Thoughts feel less intrusive, and emotions become easier to manage. Situations that once caused stress begin to feel more familiar. This does not mean everything becomes easy, but it becomes more understandable. The brain no longer treats the experience as something unknown. It becomes part of what you can handle. Final thoughts. Avoidance feels like relief because it removes discomfort in the moment, but it also delays the process that leads to real healing. What is not faced remains active beneath the surface. Healing happens when the mind is allowed to process, not escape. By gradually moving toward what has been avoided, the brain learns to respond differently. Over time, what once felt overwhelming becomes something that can be understood and managed. Thanks for watching.